So, since you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you need a lot of money in GTA 5. And I mean a lot. Now, there's multiple ways you can do this. So in this video, I'll be showing you how I made millions in my first week on this account. But before we do that, I'm going to ask you 3 things and I'm going to put them up on the screen. Number 1, have you done the apartment heist? Number 2, do you spend all your money on cars and other vehicles? Or number 3, have you saved your money and spent it wisely at the start? Now, if it doesn't seem obvious, it's number 3, right? Saving your money at the start is very crucial to making sure you have enough money to make more money with that money. Now, that might sound confusing, but that's basically the gist of it. So, of course, once you get into the late game and start making profits, automatically you can buy nice cars like the one I have behind me right here. But if you picked number 1 or number 2, no, just no, do not do that. It is a waste of time at the start. So with that out of the way, let's get right into how I made millions. So with that out of the way, let me show you how I made millions in less than a week in GTA 5. So the first thing you're going to want to do as a new player is you're going to want to play the 3 times money and RP jobs that are always out every single week. Now for this week that I'm playing in and recording this on, that is going to be the adversary mode tiny racers. So if you're watching this as of it coming out, that is what you want to do. You want to play that, you want to grind that. The reason you're doing the 3 times money and RP jobs is so you can save up for a submarine that's called the Kasatka. Now basically this Kasatka is going to be $2.2 million, so it does seem a little bit far away. But if you run those jobs and it's not a bad job, like for this week it's kind of like not that good as of this video coming out, but usually they're good money. They're 80 grand plus usually for their 3 times, and you run those over and over and till you get $2.2 million. Exactly $2.2 million. Now when you have $2.2 million, you're going to want to buy the Kasatka. So if we come over to the internet, go over to travel and transport and go down to Warstock Cash and Carry, you'll see the first thing at the top is a submarine called the Kasatka. Now I already have one, so it says renovate from $25,000. I already have one, like I said, so it's gonna cost you $2.2 million. You're not gonna put any weapons workshop, moon pool, guided missiles, or anything for now. Once you get enough money, you might want to buy the Sparrow so you can do the setups a lot easier. So once you get the Kasatka, you're gonna want to head over and get to it. Then you're gonna come to the planning screen in the middle of the Kasatka when you enter it. You're gonna head over to the planning screen and it's gonna ask you to pay $25,000 to start setting up the Cayo Perico heist. Now, the Cayo Perico heist is the best heist you can do solo. It'll pay upwards of 1.3 to 2 million if you get like a good price on everything, because there's first point objectives and there's second point objectives. The first point one is going to be a couple things. It can be the tequila, which is going to be the worst. The others can be the ruby necklace, bear bonds, a pink diamond, or when there's a special event out, it can also be a panther statue, which is by far the best. But for your first one, you're going to get something called the Madrazo files, and it's going to be in a safe. That's going to be about 1 million. And there's a 3-hour timer between each run you can do. So what are you going to do in the 3 hours that you have, you may ask? Well, this is where it kind of splits. If you have other friends that you're running this with, you're going to go buy a hangar with your money. If you do not, you're going to want to get the CEO office and you're going to want to get a crate warehouse. So if you're solo, you're going to want to buy CEO office, which is going to be over at the Dynasty 8 exclusive realty.com. You're going to click enter site and you're going to get the cheapest one, which is going to be the one I actually have, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're going to want to get this one, the Maze Bank West. So once you buy it, you're going to want to head over to it. You're going to come in, your assistant's going to greet you. You just want to go around to the left and come over to this computer right here. So you're going to want to sit down and you're going to want to access the computer. Now here you're going to have 3 options, but the third one is going to be locked for you. Now I'd say for this, just ignore the vehicle cargo and go right to special cargo, the first one. So I have one warehouse and I've made a total earnings of 1.3 off of this. So you go over here and it's going to show you a bunch of red triangles. And then right here it shows me a green one because this is the one I've bought. Now this one right here, I think this one right here is the cheapest medium. And I would suggest getting a medium to start because if you really want to, you can save up for a large and buy a large. But then the more crates you get, the likelihood it's going to get raided and you're going to have to defend your crates. So getting the medium ones, which have 42 crates, I think it helps me not get raided by the police and stuff. And then you don't want to get a small because they only hold about 20 something crates. So once you do that, you're going to have this green triangle like I do. And you're going to want to click on it. And it'll show you source 1 crate, source 2 crates, and source 3 crates. You just want to keep sourcing 3 crates till this gets full. And then you're going to go to the warehouse. There's going to be a computer. And you're going to click sell all on the computer. And that will start up a sell mission. And you have to travel around the map and sell your goods for a profit. So now this is the multiplayer part of making money. So if you went down the path that, oh, I have at least, one other person, then you can do this. So basically you're going to want to head over to the money and services and you're going to want to head over to the Maze Bank foreclosures website. You're going to click enter site and you're going to see all this stuff. All this, it might look a little bit overwhelming, but you're going to come down here and you're going to come towards this hangar right here. Now, I already own this hangar. This is how I make most of my money. And it's going to be around, I think, 1.5 million. So, get the Kasatka for 2.2. Run that maybe one time. And you're going to have about 1.5. So, you're going to click it. Boom. You're going to not purchase anything like living quarters. You're not going to purchase anything like that. And you're just going to click buy. Once you buy it, you're going to want to head over to it. Now, once you arrive at it, it's going to look like this. It's gonna be this hangar right here. So once you arrive, it's gonna be this hangar right here, and you're just gonna want to run up right into a blue circle, and it's gonna give you this animation. You're gonna walk in. You're gonna meet a guy named Ron. You're gonna walk through it. You're gonna have to set it up, and then after that, you will have access to running crate missions. So this might look a little bit similar to the CEO office, except it's in a hangar with the source cargo and all that. Now, as you can see, I've done this a lot more because I've been working with people to make me money as well. Now, I've made upwards of over $9 million with this. So, what you want to do is you're going to want to go over to source. And this is where it really goes away from what the CEO office does. Here, you can source whatever you want. Now, each of these cargoes has a different rate, which should be up on the screen right now. As I'm recording this, I should be putting that up on the screen. So they're all different. It just depends on what you want to do. Now, I know as soon as you hit over 10 crates, it's going to have 2 vehicles every single time whenever you sell. So if you're completely solo on, like, say your friends aren't online, then you're going to want to get like 10 crates and you're going to want to sell. But the more crates you have, depending on what you pick, you can make more money, and then you're going to want to go into a fully populated session that has at least 22 players. And you're going to want to sell there because that'll give you an extra 2% per player in that session. And that's about all I did in my first couple days of GTA 5. And that's how I was able to make upwards of $5 million. So I hope this video helped you. I hope it gave you a little insight on what you want to do and what you don't want to buy. And without further ado, guys, I thank you for watching this. If you made it all the way, thank you. And consider subscribing. I mean, we're almost 500 now. We're, I think, at 350 as of posting this, so we're getting there. But yeah, that's all for today, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video.